in front of ESPN.
Nigga, my mama gonna go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga gonna do this. Well, he better do this. That's right.
Yeah. But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see Shaduma.
Right, it's about to
Dion already
none of that. We all saw what we saw. You know what we saw.
That's elementary school.
No.
That's all
like, when you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like, get off of me. Get off of me. Get off me. No, don't touch me. Was it worth the 30,000? Now? In the moment.
In the moment.
Use up. You remember? Was it bingo night? Or was it? 44. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But I'm going to keep it high level. This is going to just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. this whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is, I am undefeated.
Oh, come on. And me playing basketball, and I just want to light up.
He's getting up.
And show, yeah, we doing this for real.
He's
funny. I want to go rebound.
This one?
Cut that up. I got a match. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's a sack on your first play ever in the NFL. Y'all know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear from a player because they play the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song I got.
Did you say song. Sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
You think you can do something with that? Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail.
Okay, you know what, big dog?
Yes.
I ain't light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now.
Let's get
Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it. Blah, blah, blah. I'm in that zone today, boy. What's cracking like a mac from that jacket to the back of G's up? We's up. Golly. I can't sleep more than 5 hours without tossing and turning. And the candles and the lights and the bodies keep burning. 4 walls just closing on the homie. $5, whoever knows that reference right there, my rap Tourette's. What's up, y'all? Love y'all for being up with me in this morning, this chat. This is why I talk sports, okay? People always say, we ain't gonna talk sports. Shut up. I played enough sports, I ain't gotta say nothing. But I'm gonna talk about sports right now. Golly. Everybody wanna talk about sports. Who cares? Who cares? Somebody gonna win, somebody gonna lose, somebody gonna tie. Who cares? But life, all them life lessons come through. We're gonna talk about that as well. Lot going on, man. Let's talk about the NBA. Obviously, they in trouble. They in trouble. They give them women a bump, $1 million bump, and then they take a salary cap hit. of $1 million. It's crazy. We're going to get into that. Some more flag football fallout from the Fanatics versus the NFL. People are like, yo, I don't think that worked out. They talking about the empty seats. They talking about – that is tough. When you go somewhere and there's empty seats, I don't give a damn where. I played at Columbia. I knew I was going to walk into a stadium with empty seats, and every time it hurt. We're going to talk about that. Racist NBA. A fan got caught on video being racial. It's real. Crazy out there. NFL war stories from Sean McVay. OBJ is in there. Odell Beckham Jr. We're going to talk that. And then we're going to go into the track and field world, my favorite sport. And I'm going to take y'all to like the rise of some of greatness, Usain Bolt in particular. We're going to talk about that. So y'all rock with your boy. We're going to have a lot of fun today. Let's get started right here with the NBA. So, you know, when breaking news occurs, a lot of times they like to go to video, but when it ain't good news, they like to go to Twitter. They don't like to say nothing. All right, go ahead, Shams. The NBA has informed teams. They sent a fax. This is how mad they are. We had to send a fax. The NBA has informed teams that the league is projecting $165 million salary cap for 2026-2027. That $1 million lower than the previous outlooks due to a reduction in local media revenue, Jim Bob. Sources told ESPN, yeah, they did. I heard them. Minimum salary, $149 million. Tax level, $201 million. This means nothing to us. First apron, what is that, a housekeeper? $209 million. Second apron, what is that, the nanny? $222 million. Also, $1 million lower each. Look how bland and boring that tweet looked. You thought we wasn't going to catch that. Uh-oh. Everybody always talking about the NBA down. The ratings is bad. This ain't the gold era. Man, Jordan killed it, and nobody else could do what Jordan did. Look at LeBron. He's sinking the ship. Oh, look at the ratings. And I always said that was just fodder. Shut up. I always said to people, shut up. Now I'm looking like, oh, my God, Becky. What is going on? So smart people are like, look, you know, I listen to the fans, too, because it's fans, the wisdom of the crowd. The NBA charges $200 a year to watch only your local team. Ignorant. That's like cable and all that stuff, right? So then League Pass charges you $60 or $100 a year to watch all the teams except your local team. Isn't that going against your interests? And then they said VPN, $30. There's literally no reason to buy local media. What did the league expect? See, this is the thing with the league. They don't know what to expect because they don't know which way is up. They got this thing so confusing. It's so confused right now in terms of where do I go watch the game? So my default used to be YouTube TV. Now it's Amazon. And I just hope. And I'm just like, all right, I hope. And if it's not there, then I become a creature of comfort. And as a social creature of comfort, that means you only got one, maybe two steps before I don't give a damn if it's tacos with ketchup. My favorite thing in this world. To eat. I ain't chasing it. I ain't chasing. I am not chasing your product. If your product don't hit me like here, bam. That's why social media is so pervasive and so prevalent. It's because they don't make you chase. Oh, you scrolling. Oh, you slow down and wanted to see what Wemby's doing. What Wemby up to? Guess what you're going to get? Spurs, right? Oh, you scrolling. Oh, you sat there and your finger hovered over the like button, but then you didn't hit it, but you slowed down. Look at that curly head, light-skinned girl. You about to get hit with Peruvians in Colombia. You about to get every light-skinned girl in America, right? You know, they ain't stupid. So the NBA, y'all making it a little too difficult in a world where we, let's just say we love our things on demand, and when we demand them, we want them on. Did you hear me? On demand. And when we demand them, we want them on. All this, whoop, whoop. I got to enter this code. I got to go over here, and then I got to check this box, and then I got to go get up, and then I got to hold my left hand up. Man, shut up. I ain't doing all that. I'm not. I just won't watch the game. And I ain't watching SportsCenter either because that's too late. I go straight to X. What's happening? Okay, so somebody said 2 years ago, NBA will be irrelevant in America within 15 years. Now, that's a little harsh. I know you wanted to get the tweet out, but come on, dog. Irrelevant? Just say it ain't going to be the same. But this is how it starts. People laughed. First, ratings decline. Interesting. So far, you're right. Then fan interest declines. Interesting. So far, you're right. I had season tickets to the Clippers. Still do if I want to. If I don't, I don't know. Point being, when they traded everybody away, I traded my tickets. I was like, nah, dog. It costs $3,000-$4,000 a game. I'm like, for what? I know Kawhi killing it too, but he killing it for my couch too. Then local media revenue declines. You don't lose cultural dominance overnight. You slowly become less relevant until it finally shows up in the business side all at once. That's how it's going. If you really want to get real with it, it's like that slow burn. It's that slow drip. That's what's happening to the NBA right now as they search for a new face, as they try to expand within NBA expansion, 2 more teams, as they're trying to expand within our borders and outside our borders. They're trying to go global. They're looking for the face. LeBron gonna retire. And say what you want about LeBron, he's polarizing. Because some people love him, raise your hand. Some people hate him, raise your hand. And regardless, whether you love him or love to hate him, you're watching. Okay? It's just that simple. Now, this version of LeBron ain't our favorite version, especially when he had third option. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even on the bunk bed. He on that little one on the side. Them cats had money. The cats had the bunk bed and that extension bed. You be like, God dang, dog. This is all you? You ain't even got no brothers. Golly, you got 3 beds and you ain't got no brothers. Your mama wishing? So anyway, that's the point. NBA's, I always compare the NFL to NBA because since I played, I remember how much better the NFL was running their product compared to the NBA. And I always thought that the NBA had a better product. Be real. Be real. Let's go back to 3rd grade. 5th grade, I don't know. When we put the benches under the rims, that was like 3rd grade, right? And then you dunked because the rims were like 8 feet, 9 feet, WNBA where it should be. At elementary schools, it's like 8 feet, 9 feet, whatever. We didn't have 10-foot rims, at least we didn't. But you put a bench under there, oh boy, bang. Yeah, right? You run off the bench, Dog, NBA had us. Basketball got you. I know dudes, my trainer last night trains my son. He came by, after he trains my son, he leaves at like 8:15. He going to the Y to get some run at 10 o'clock. I ain't met a football player ever at 10 p.m. saying I'm playing football. Not a single solitary soul. Ain't nobody playing no football ever. Ain't nobody ever raised their hand and say play football unless they were drunk on Thanksgiving and called it turkey bowl. Only them fat ass stupid uncles is willing to do that. And that's because that boy, I got all this testosterone loaded up. Mary Jane been tripping. It's my turn to go out there and show you what I can do. I hate playing turkey bowl. This is the stupidest thing in the world. I was like, dog, I play real football. This isn't dumb. I ain't gonna get hit and let you hit me and I hit you. For what? Then go back in there and eat and go to sleep. This is a stupid day. No. We staying home, we watching football. But the point is, organically, NBA basketball is a better product than football. Just be real. It's okay. You can play it longer. You play it earlier in life. You don't need as many people to do it. There are courts everywhere. You can make a court. You can't make a football field. I literally can make a court. I can literally just go grab a hanger. I've seen this before. I grab a hanger and I could tape it up to a wall. Then I could get some paper and ball it up and tape it up. And I got a basketball court. I don't know how hood y'all are, but I do. You can't do that in football. They are losing their base. You don't have your local fans watching their local team. It all starts there. I know you're making money hand over foot. You don't even notice it, and you're over here dealing with the women, and you gave the women the men's money. We know we ain't stupid. But the point is, you better get your local fans watching their local team, and that's your core. That's your nucleus. That's your foundation. You build from there. Talking about, we're going to France. We're going to have a team in Kenya. You ain't got no Knicks fans watching the Knicks. What the hell are you doing? So it's not about Adam Silver as much, because I must say, even with David Stern, I mean, he had Jordan, he had Magic and Bird and all that, so obviously he's going to look amazing, and he was. But they still were running a real singular focused league. They kept worrying about the star and kept pointing all the light at the star. The star don't need no light. It's a star. Stop pointing all the light at the star. That's why the NFL be whooping y'all ass. That's why the NFL took Christmas from you. Because they like, you think you going to beat us? It's 1,800 of us. It's 32 teams. We even got more teams than y'all. And we ain't caring who the star is. Long as you see Patriots, long as you see Cowboys, as soon as you see that star, Cowboys, you know you about to be entertained. Oh, it was Romo. No, it's not. It was Dak. Oh, who's next? We don't care. We don't care. You care, NBA. And that's why y'all looking for a face. Anthony Edwards, Wemby. Anybody got a cheeseburger? I suck yo. Like, that's what they do. They begging. It ain't going to work. They better fix their model. I don't like their marketing model. And now I don't like their television model. They got us all fractured, all against stuff. All right, beat up in the comments. Let me see who's in here. Like, subscribe. Become a member. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a member to this show and to everything I do. Okay, let me see who up in here. Top fans right now. Top five. Now let me get love to everybody first. I see a member in here. Jared M is in the building. What are you talking about? Everybody get dunked on with a balled up sock. Oh yeah, see? Everybody play some hood ball. You can't play hood football. I don't even know what that is. I mean, I guess throw up tackle, which is, yeah. Yeah, we did play throw up tackle. We had this little bush garden in front of our apartment building. It was like let me be real. It was like a 15 by 10, maybe longer, 20 by 15. Little raggedy ass rectangle. What? You would think Earl Campbell met Eric Dickerson in there, boy. We was in a and boys, don't run me into these bushes because they were manicured. They actually were manicured. Peep that, all Slauson. We had manicured bushes, and you better not run into them because one, they had some sticks in there. I don't know what kind of branches these were. They shit hurt, so you didn't want to get pushed in there or tackled in there. But two, you mess it up. Oh, Mr. Kenny will show up. Mr. Kenny was our landlord. No, he wasn't our landlord. He was our manager. Landlord was white. Mr. Kenny was black. I knew he wasn't our landlord. And Mr. Kenny be like, "Wow, who met my bush, boy? Who met my bushes?" He'd be mad. So that's how that went. All right, so there is hood football. I forgot. Okay, who's up in here? Top five. Fifth place is Francisco Aguilera. That's my dog. Fourth is Forging Mo. Okay, Fried Bryce is 3. There he is. That's my dog. Brooklyn Shogun try to show up again. Number 2, but Mars Madness be wearing y'all out. Ooh, pause. Number one. Let's get into it. All right, we got to talk about this Fanatics flag football. We got a lot of good topics, man. Make sure y'all stick around for that racist NBA fan doing the most. And NFL, we got to talk about some of the war stories and track and field as well. But let's get into this right here.
We'll talk about how weird yesterday was. The best QBs in the NFL were getting pick 6 by guys we've never heard of. I mean, look, bro, Jalen Hurts made this guy look like an all-pro corner. He's jumping a route on Alvin Kamara of all people. What is it?
Well, that was a bad pass. I don't give a damn who you throw that. My son right now in the backyard, if you throw that pass, he coming for it. He going to say, Aussie.
This alternate universe we're living in, we have Devontae Smith running fade routes, just completely burning content creators. We got to stop treating Speed like he's this all-world athlete. He isn't. He's an athletic kid. I think he's fast. I think he does a lot of really cool things in the streaming world, but he has no business being on the field with professional football athletes. He doesn't.
Well, I agree, sir. It looks like he did some hell of a coaching, or he still is doing it. I give him respect. That just reminds me of a coach. All he's missing is the whistle and the clipboard. This looks like a coach. However, Mr. Speed, say what you want. Now, I'm not even in his demo. Every time I see his name, I'm like, what is he up to? Because he's big time. He's huge time. That's just what it is. Him, Kai Cenat, even though Kai Cenat ain't doing it no more or doing it, I don't know what the hell. But this little dude be doing some athletic stuff. Enough that I've been in celebrity games. I've been in celebrity basketball games. I can't play a lick of basketball. So you literally can sit there and be like, what the hell is Marcellus Wiley doing on this court? And people have actually said that. I've seen the broadcast. But the point is, we can cross over. I hate when we can't cross over, like there are borders here. Don't do that. Just say, NFL, be smart. Next time, play against your own. Then let these flag football people go have some fun. But it's a bigger game they're playing, and I get it.
We saw yesterday some of the best players in NFL history treat this thing like it was a tryout for the 2028 Olympics. I'm trying to wrap my mind around how these NFL teams even like gave these guys the okay to play in this thing.
Yeah. How do you get the okay to play in this thing? All right, because let's be real. We've seen guys get hurt in flag football. What was it, Robert Edwards? The beach football, remember that? Oh, Robert Edwards had an amazing year for New England way back in the early 2000s. Went to the Pro Bowl, was playing in one of them like rocking jocks, sand beach volleyball, and his knee came off his body. Never the same. Never that dude again. So it messed with his money, all that stuff. Crazy. We've seen guys get hurt. We saw Gronk get hurt in this game. Like, let's be real. So the thing is, how do you get an NFL team to sign up for this when we have in our contracts, hey, none of that crazy activity and strenuous behavior when you're away from the facilities? Well, let me give you one example of how it went down. They offered unnamed player $1 million to be in this game. Okay? Now, when you're in this game, you don't have to tell anybody, even though they're going to promote you. You don't have to tell anybody you're in this game, including your team. Why? It's just a flag football game. I can't play flag football no more? Like, I know this is Fanatics. I know it's Tom Brady. I know it's supposed to be in Saudi Arabia. But if you really break it down, it's supposed to just be a flag football game. And the NFL teams don't monitor it like that. Now, Joe Burrow's in it, and they're like, yo, what you doing? Well, I'm just throwing the ball away. I do the same thing at a workout session. Shut up. So then you're like, okay, who else in there? OBJ. Well, you ain't got no team, so go do you, right? Gronk, okay. Now you get to Saquon and them, and Saquon's like, look, I'm smart. I understand what I'm doing. I'm not going hard. I'm not going crazy. That $1 million basically talked so loud that they were looking at them teams like, do you really want to make this a problem, or do you want me to just get through a workout session? My workout sessions are harder. So that was a negotiation with one of them, and I'm assuming more of them.
Play very fucking hard. Y'all told me during Pro Bowl time that guys didn't want to play in that because they didn't want to get hurt. And every single person in this played way harder than they've ever played in a Pro Bowl. So then you're asking yourself, well, who's financing this?
Yep. Now, see, incentives shape behavior. Incentives shape behavior. Isn't that Stephon Diggs? I didn't know he was there. That's how they have empty seats and everybody in the NFL there. It's crazy. So the thing is, incentives shape behavior. Why are they playing? Not just why are they playing, I pay you $1 million to be there. Not everybody got $1 million either. I'm just talking about the top dogs I heard. Why are you playing hard? Because we got paid. We got paid to be here. Like this one thing I know about competitors, especially like, it happened to me, so I know it happens to a lot of the guys. People always had this thought of like, if you get paid a lot, you're going to relax and chill. No, it's just the opposite. When you get paid a lot, you're like, yo, one, I got to earn that money because I know everybody going to think I don't deserve it because let's be real, no one deserves $70 million to play a sport. But since they paying it, we going to take it. But since we take it, we going to feel inside of us a little bit of that guilt. Like, we grew up without any money. And then you're like, I got $70 million just this year to play or whatever that number is. Like, you almost got survivor's remorse. And you're like, since I escaped and I got this, I'm about to show them I deserve this. Real spit. I'll tell you the story about San Diego after this. But the point is, more guys did not. Think about it. All the max players. How many turn out to be sorry? Max players keep getting max contracts. KD, get a max deal. KD, drafted from Texas. Okay, great rookie and great first few years. Okay, give him a max deal. Okay, give him another max. Because he's KD, LeBron, whoever you want to say, Jason Tatum, like keep Jalen Brown. Like, when you get paid more. You want to keep getting paid. You ain't trying to throw it away. It's so rare, but they focus on those stories when a guy gets paid and then he falls off. Real spit. All right, so the money talks. And it talks so loud that I'm not only going to show up, but when I show up, I'm going to show out.
Who's paying these players? Because you know they're not out here for free. Gronk got hurt. He pulled his hamstring playing in this. So just think about that for a second. Because Jaden Daniels played in this thing. He was running around juking people doing spins and shit. Just imagine if any of these franchise players got seriously injured playing in this thing. Something feels off. Because these pictures right here were from the...
That's who's paying. Fanatics.
The commissioner's dinner for the flag football game. He's the CEO of Fanatics, so I imagine this whole thing was his idea. These are the most expensive football players in the NFL. Also, why the fuck is Drewski there? You couldn't get these guys to play hard in the Pro Bowl, but a flag football game that pops up on a random Saturday. You were somehow able to orchestrate this entire thing. So we just not going to talk about how weird yesterday was?
Yeah, well, you just did. Blah, blah, blah. And let me give some credit. Like, it's Michael Rubin, right? Allegedly, somebody just told me this. So somebody from Fanatics, high up, big exec, went to the RX3 charity flag football game last year that Aaron Rodgers hosts in LA. And it's crazy coincidence, they both went on at the same time. I hosted it with Jordan Palmer and Desmond Howard. And they were having this game at the same time, both in LA. We're in Mission Viejo. They were in like downtown LA, basically BMO Stadium. They were supposed to be in Saudi Arabia. Remember that, right? Now, you want to talk about financing? Where that come from? You ain't got to dig into the books to know, oh, you're going over there? The Saudi Arabian Sovereign Fund, right? So they're spending money over here, billions over here, right? They're trying to import some of our culture, and they're trying to export some of their culture and saying, look, it's not what you think it is. It's not what you think it was. That's why the boxing, TKO boxing, you can see that with Zuffa and all that. Like, that's all that. Remember when we saw that mega fight and we saw Crawford, what was it, Crawford and Canelo and all that? Same people, same money, dog. So all of a sudden we seeing these gigantic like promotions and same people, same money. All right, so I got a chance to meet him at Ben Horowitz's house and a couple of visits out there in Vegas. Dude got money. Dude he had this Apple gadget, the glasses or something. They weren't out, but he gave them, Felicia and Ben, he gave them for a present. I was like, and I went to Google. I was like, I want some of them. It was like, not available, not out. I was like, this dude, anyway, that's what I'm talking about, this type of money, right? So that's who does it. So he went to the event last year, and supposedly the exec came back and said, yo, we need to do one of these. Do what? A flag football tournament. Well, everybody do that. That's corny. No. Not like them. Let's do it like this, and we're going to make it huge. And, I mean, they had to spend $10 to $20 million on this flag tournament. Now, it was a Fox product, and Tom Brady, see how it goes? Tom Brady is on Fox. Tom Brady's production company is a partner with Fox, so they put it on Fox. They had Greg Olsen out there, god dang it, doing the announcements because Brady was playing. Okay. Now, the only thing they needed to really put the cherry on top, no lie, Justin Bieber there, his wife, and all these famous people. You know what they needed, and they didn't get it? People to show up. Because here's the problem. You had it in L.A. How to survive in South Central. It's a place where busting the cap is fundamental. We ain't showing up to nothing. And if we do, we late. It ain't that serious. L.A., when we wake up, we already at an event. It's 80 degrees. And this weekend, it was 90. 90 degrees. It's March. It was the first day of damn spring. Last day of winter was 93 degrees, dog. You come on now. As soon as you wake up, it's 93 degrees. You like Corona. You like barbecue. And you ain't left your house. Every channel in the world there, this on TV. Man, please. So they covered up the top bowl, and then the bottom bowl was, it was a Columbia football game. There's a few people there, a few people not there, et cetera. And that's how the game goes. You got to do it right. So that would have been the cherry on top. People would have showed up. I thought they gave away free tickets. They were just slanging them to all these Pop Warner and youth flag football leagues. Everyone could go for free. And still, you saw it like that. L.A. is tough, man. L.A. is tough. People always sign up in L.A. because everyone got FOMO. I ain't missing that. But at the same time, they ain't going to it either. Keep talking.
I made some remarks back in 2023. It was totally misconstrued and misunderstood. All I was speaking of was giving my brothers a fair chance to make 2028. We came out this weekend with that on our mind to say, hey, let's show these guys that we are talented.
Damn, he over there about to cry, which is real. I'm going to laugh at him at the same time I feel him. And I'm only laughing because I actually feel you. right? You know me. I clown people that I like and love. If I don't talk about you, I don't like you or love you. You ain't getting these jokes. Cats get really programmed, and it's sad to see with kids. That's why I work with kids so much. Stop being programmed that you're going to be a baller. One, you're not. The numbers suggest you're not. It's better to walk into it saying I'm not, but let me prove myself wrong. Let me prove them wrong. But you're not. You're not going to the league. Dog, you're not. It's not happening. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking for the numbers. It's not. If you got 10 homies and y'all all saying, I'm going to the league, 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 y'all not. Now, maybe, let's be real, you got the 10 best homies in the world. Okay, y'all are. But guess who ain't? Everybody you know. It's numbers, dog. Let's stop trying to make our hearts a part of a calculator. It says 0.0. There are over 1 million high school football players. They only draft 232 every year. Y'all want to do that math? I put 1 million grains of sand down, a big old bag. So how much? 1 million pebbles of sand. Now I said, go in there and find 232 that look different. You're going to be there all day. So you get programmed that you're going to make it. And then all of a sudden, you don't. It shouldn't even be you don't. It should be like, duh. How come, why can't you? You know I'm from the hood. I said, how come? Damn public educations, public schools. All right, how come, why is it a hard stop when you don't make something you weren't supposed to make? Are you that damn mad you lost the lottery again? You're not supposed to win the lottery. You're supposed to win $5 here and there, $10, a scratch and sniff. You're supposed to get a rebate at the liquor store, but you ain't supposed to win mega millions. So stop being so disappointed. Your heart's on a calculator, you dummy. So when it happens, this is what I feel is crazy. When it happens, you didn't make it. Okay. I didn't think I was, but I worked like I thought I was. How come? Why do people feel like it's going to rob your motivation and rob your work if you're realistic? Realistic can fuel you more than this fake fantasy, because you know you can't lie to yourself. You're going to wake up someday, man. But if you thinking in real terms, you're like, the only way I can make it is if I grind every day. And even then, I ain't guaranteed. I give it to you like my coach said. Coach said, look, y'all playing special teams. The only way you're going to block a kick is if you go 100%. Now, if you go 100%, I can't guarantee you'll block one. I can't. Go 100%, still ain't going to block one. But if you don't go 100%, I guarantee you won't block one. That's life. Special teams. So I don't like to see somebody crying because they finally won a trophy against NFL players in their offseason. And he's the MVP and all that. Great, great, great. And I'm not trying to rob him of his moment. But he got robbed of his joy in the process of playing sports all his life. If he hit a hard stop and a wall and thought flag football was a fall off compared to being in the NFL. Because first of all, none of us supposed to be in the NFL.
That we are flag football and not to be overlooked by anyone in the world.
I'm going to run through a wall for my guy. I love that.
See, they laughing too, even though they like, and look, none of them made it. They laughing too, but they like, all right, let's get into it. Let's go. I hear you.
Bro. We kind of thought, or at least some people at this table thought the NFL players would dominate, not me.
Who in the hell? People don't put enough respect on flag football. They ain't even know flag football. If you ever, first of all, I know USA Flag Football. I've had tremendous talks with them. They are doing great work. A lot of people don't know there's a professional flag football league. A lot of people don't know that women's have a professional tackle league. Point being, y'all better put some respect on these sports. They are different. Flag football is not tackle. Everyone knows that, so you should know they getting down different.
Did these results change your mind about the 2028 Olympic squad?
First of all, I get why he was so emotional. It looked like he was crying or whatever. Because, yeah, I mean, I thought, like I'm sure most people, including the NFL players who got pulverized, I'm sure they all thought, and I thought they were going to go out there and hand it to the flag football players.
Yeah.
How? Can I put my hands on them? Can I put my paws on them? That's like fighting a lion, and then you say, well, I'm going to take away your nails and your teeth. Now, let's go. If I can't hit you, if I can't claw you, if I can't scratch you, like in the NFL, you mean what? I'll take my chances against a lion without no damn teeth and claws.
And instead, they got it handed to them. So shout out to Team USA and my man Doucette, who's from Louisiana, Creole from Louisiana, went to the same college. Xavier, shout out.
I'm getting off of this because I love them for real sports, and I guess they don't think that flag football is a real sport, and it should be, but I get it. Not a lot of people interested in it. I coach flag football, so I'm trying to tell y'all, blah, blah, blah. The plays you got to call in flag football are not the plays you better call in tackle football, okay? We're not running a dive play in flag football too often. That kind of works in the NFL here and there, right? You're not running just a traditional toss. You got to do a lot of crossing, a lot of misdirection. You got to manipulate the eyes and the brain in flag football. You got to get them angles because it's on space, it's on air. So calling a flag football game ain't calling a NFL football game. I learned that the hard way, but thank God I had my son on my team and other good players, so they covered up for me as I learned. I was like, oh, shoot. I mean, ain't nothing more embarrassing than you call a play, as soon as that boy get the ball, flag, he just like set you up for failure, right? You saw them running double passes. You saw them running them crosses. Now, it's just that simple. If you don't want to do it that way, you don't know that way, you in trouble. You about to take an L, bro. You about to take an L. So simple as that. Beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Because I see the NBA, they're in trouble. I see the flag football and the NFL, these suckers thinking, y'all thought it was sweet? Who thinks it's sweet? Who thinks it's sweet? It's not sweet if you're doing that. Look at me over here. Oh, this is dope. I'm about to see who's winning. Beat it up in the comments, like, subscribe, become a member. I got to see who is top 5 right now. Are you in the top 5? You got 10 seconds to get in the top 5 right now. Simple as that. Let's go. I'm trying to see what y'all doing. Y'all doing it right, y'all doing it wrong. Okay, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's get into this. After I named this top 5. We got to change. Forgianomo 5. George D 559 is 4. Fry Brights is 3. Brooklyn Shogun is 2. Mars Madness is holding it down. He whooping y'all ass. That's what he doing. All right. Just breaking news. UNC is parting ways with head coach Hubert Davis. The Tar Heels' early tournament exit, along with the decline in fan support, led to his termination, I'm told. An official announcement will be made later today. We saw this coming, right? You know how we saw this coming? Because yesterday we played that press conference. You can't have no press conference like that and then, yeah, you already know. It ain't happening. So people were talking about, it was one comment in here I thought was pretty good. Oh, yeah. This is good. Listen to this comment. See, I'm in the comments. I'm not sensitive like these cats. I hate critics. Critics can't be criticized, so I'm not a critic. I could be criticized. So they be like, what y'all talking about in the comments? Or I'm turning them off, or I'm blocking you. Yeah, beat it up in the comments. Name all the people that you know that criticize, that are pundits and analysts, and then they turn their comments off. Then they don't want to talk. I know Acho be doing that. I know Ryan Clark does that. I don't know anybody else. I'm like, y'all weak for that. I ain't saying they whole body and essence is weak, but you weak for that. Oh, protect my mental health. Well, then what about your mental health when you talking shit about everybody else? Stupid. Like, what they say about me? Take it. This isn't about one coach. This is what happens when expectations stay constant, but coordination breaks down. Programs like UNC don't lack talent, resources, or intent. They lose coherence. Player, staff, recruiting, development, pressure, media, everything starts pulling in slightly different directions. Small misalignments compound. Performance drops, confidence follows, then the narrative catches up. Damn, who is this dude, Michael Eskenazi? You are a writer. From the outside, it looks like failure. Oh, he ChatGPT'd this. From the outside, it looks like failure. From the inside, it's usually fragmentation. Damn. Yeah, he ChatGPT. Most organizations respond by swapping the visible node, the coach. The visible node? Who in the phone? Is this Is this Malcolm Gladwell? But the real issue is the system around them, how information flows, how decisions are made, how alignment is maintained under pressure. That's the difference between programs that reload and programs that reset. Oh, shit. This is insane. Talent is common. Coherence is not. He wrote that damn Pulitzer Prize comment, and y'all only gave him 13 likes. Why am I burping so much? Goodness. Oh, man. That is sick. Beat it up in the comments. Let's get into it. We're not done. We got some spicy topics coming up. Let's get into it. All right. Real quick, more of the breaking news from the deal that stole the money from the NBA. The men lost their money because of this. Look at this. Caitlin Clark can see her WNBA salary jump from $78,000 to $530,000 from the new CBA. Then she could sign a Supermax deal worth $1.7 million in 2028. I know she like, where the super at? She's like, I got a Subway deal that's twice that. What are you talking about? What do you mean super? Ain't nothing super about that. But nah, better than what it was, right? And speaking of Caitlin Clark, let's get into this real quick because I think this is interesting. She's going through what Luka went through. Time to calm down, girl.
Caitlin kind of crashes out on the ref at USA Basketball.
Yes.
You guys know I would crash out on refs a lot. One thing Gino told us at USA Basketball, he said, listen, you guys are going to go out here and win gold for your country. He's like, you're not going to have all the endorsements like the men. Mm-hmm. And we didn't. But he said, you go out there and you win gold for your country anyway. Mm-hmm. And we were like, yeah, let's go win gold. They have that now. They will be on the Wheaties box. Mm-hmm. Caitlin, it probably was a bad call. But right now, you're going to be on the Wheaties box. Who cares if they miss one? You're wearing USA in your chest. It's a bigger stage. The whole world is watching. Kind of be like, okay. Give a little shrug. I'm like, I'm going to get this next one.
That is really interesting. I had not even considered it that way. My initial reaction was like, well, all is well in women's basketball. Caitlin's fired up. Like, Caitlin's crashing out. That's part of it.
Remember Roz Gold? On UU today, she went to Stanford, double Stanford degree, smart girl. Remember, she was with the Warriors when she first started, then ESPN. Remember how famous she was when everybody was, I remember she the homegirl. I remember when she was first starting on there and everybody's like, she the finest thing. Nobody was listening to her report and it was like, yo, look at her. And she went to Stanford, double Stanford. It's crazy, right? Real spit. Well, they got other issues over there in Caitlin Clarkville. Let's talk.
Here's the dilemma that the Indiana Fever has. The dilemma that they have is right now on their roster, they have 3 players who are max contract players. Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and Kelsey Mitchell. Now, for 2026, Caitlin Clark is not eligible for a max contract. So take that off the table for right now. But in 2027, she will be available. So one of those 2 slots needs to be open for her. If I'm the Indiana Fever, I'm giving Aaliyah Boston a max contract. She deserves that. Now, Kelsey Mitchell could take a super max contract with the Indiana Fever for...
Do y'all even know who these people are? Do y'all even care? Tell the truth. Beat it up in the comments. I hope y'all watching women's basketball. I can't lie. I'm only doing it selfishly because it's not for the product. Trust me. It's not for the product. As much as I love Caitlin Clark and I got some affinity for Angel Reese and I can't wait for Juju. Huh? And now her freshman teammate, God, with a J or something, a Jazzy. I'm waiting on them. Bring it. And I'm waiting on my daughters to see how good they could be. Yeah, my daughters are huge and fast. I want to see if they can play basketball.
1 year. But that has to be freed up in possibly 2027 and also possibly 2028. Now, for the good of Kelsey Mitchell, does that make sense for her to sign 1 year of a Supermax contract where maybe an expansion team would be able to offer her 3 years of it?
One day at band camp, she has that same inflection, right? Remember one time at band camp?
A Supermax contract, 4 years of a Supermax contract, and that's where it starts getting sticky. Like, Kelsey Mitchell is a max contract player. Kelsey Mitchell was, I believe, top 3 or 4 in MVP voting last season. Kelsey Mitchell is a superstar player. Kelsey Mitchell could go to a different franchise and be that player that some franchise wants to lock in for the next 3-4 years, but I don't think monetarily it's going to work with Kelsey, Aaliyah, and Caitlin.
So what? You already said it ain't gonna work. You only got 2 slots. You got 3 players. Gotta go, Kelsey.
It's gonna be a decision for the Fever front office.
Ain't no decision. Caitlin getting hers. I don't give a damn when it come up. You already know that. And then we just play it from there. We ain't gotta make everything so difficult. Everything ain't calculated. Everything, oh my God, what are we gonna do? And we know what we're gonna do. We're gonna give her damn money. You don't believe me? We gonna sit here, enjoy our superstar player, and coach her hard. Coach her hard like this.
This is just a short time ago.
Now, this went viral because Coach went nose to nose with her. But they had an agreement that you're going to always coach me hard. Always. She loves it. And she's like, all right, I'll give it to you. I need you in this moment. What you doing? Now, I will say this. I love being coach hard too. Like, don't kill me, obviously, but coach me hard. I don't understand why you wouldn't, unless you got a bad coach. Then you saying don't coach me at all. Forget hard or soft. Just don't coach me, right? You're supposed to do that. I hate when I see our coaches right now being too nice. Now, you know, I'm talking about a lot of kid games, so it's kind of tough. But no, if I see a kid get ripped and then he walks up the court, you're out. I don't care how old you are, you're out. Now let me sit you down and talk to you while you're out, because you walked. Between those lines, you're always hustling. I don't give a damn. Okay? You're always moving. I need you somewhere. And you just got ripped and you ain't got no get back? Oh, I can't let that engine stay off. No. Sit your butt down here. And you will be back here next time with some words if you do that again. Okay? Because ain't nothing more embarrassing than you sitting here and your mama over there, that big-ass cooler and that bag full of grapes and oranges, and y'all got umbrellas and all over, and then you ain't playing a lick. Okay? And drive back home. Yeah, it took an hour to get here. Gonna take 2 to go back. That's how you're supposed to treat a kid, for real. If you want them to be anything in life and be anything in sports, you can't let them back. It's all about habits. When you're young, it's just habits, because the habits become muscle memory. Then the muscle memory, once you have good muscle memory, good habits, then after puberty and the talent and everything starts to peak out, you'll be a dude. You'll be a dude. This is so real. This is cultural. This is racial. This is all kind of things. I've seen it. Some places it's black and white. Some places is rich and poor. Some places is suburbs and city. Some places is resources and none. Like, whatever you want to dress it up. There are teams that don't have as much talent, but they are on them habits. And I've seen it. And then they become feeder programs for them big ass high schools that we be like, yo, why they so good? You want to know why they so good? Because they got some good ass habits and some great muscle memory. Now I can make him something. He 15. He growing. Little hair right here. He talking to you like this. That boy could go. Versus, he's silky slim. He chilling. When he go, he go. When he don't, he don't. Whoever that is. And things get crunchy. Then he start playing me ball instead of team ball. Then he think he got it. Then he realized he ain't got it because there's a lot of them that got it. Then he folds because he got bad habits. That same kid that was walking after he got ripped is now the same kid. I mean, I can't beat all these dudes. And then he start complaining. What y'all doing? I got 38. So what? You ain't got no assists, no steals. Your 38 having ass. I see it all the time. I'm telling you guys, I am about to change the complexion of youth sports and youth development. That's my focus. Because I'm sick and tired of us. We literally feed these kids to the slaughterhouse. Mentally, that guy over there crying because he won MVP. Hey, cry, brother. But don't be crying because I finally proved to these other guys who did make it that I could. No, you couldn't. You didn't. It's okay. You made something that they can't do. They ain't MVP in no damn flag football. See, you ain't even looking at it right. What? I proved to them. What did they prove to you? Love it too much. Okay, let's get into this spicy topic and change it up a little. Football. We're going to get into the war room. But first, y'all got to like this video. Y'all ain't liking this video? I'm shutting it down right now. Let me stop. Shut it down right now. Like this video. I want to see it go up by 10 right now, because that means I know how many people watching. It's way more than that's liking. Why y'all sitting there just ain't like it? What kind of concoction and gadget y'all got? It's a button. It is right there. Hit it. What y'all doing at home? What y'all doing with y'all hands? Y'all nasty. Just hit the damn like button. Subscribe and become a member. All right, let me get into this video right here. War stories. Sean McVay, talk it.
Odell Beckham Jr., coach, was phenomenal. Yeah, he was. And then he goes down. He sits out the entire year. What was your experience like with him finishing that season in 2021.
I love that guy. I mean, you know, when everybody wonders what he's like, okay, super smart and intelligent. I mean, and this guy he's got a charisma, he's got a presence, he's got a swag.
I love me Sean McVay to the fullest. Like, this is my dude. Like, if I had to draw up a coach, full of knowledge, full of energy, full of zest for the game, full of zest for life. Love this dude to the fullest. However, I hate when a coach does this. Talk about a player, like, this dude is everything. And then you be like, oh, you can't have him because he's on that other team. No, he's available. I just why you ain't got him then, coach? We ain't gonna talk about that.
But he came in with a real purpose. You know, I can remember, and he's come out and said it now, so I don't feel bad, you know, going, talking about it a little bit. Well, after he had done the ACL, if your knee's feeling good as you're rehabbing and different things like that, you're not getting another MRI to look at it to see if it's stable. Well, part of the physical is the MRI. And so the MRI reveals basically you don't have an ACL.
Damn. How you don't have an ACL and you still feel good? Ooh, the human body, baby. Put some respect on God's work. He like, nah, we good. We'll compensate. We'll make it work.
And so we got to sit down. You know, our team doctor, Neil Elitrosh, tells me, hey, you know, we got to sit down and let Odell know about this. You know, we're sitting in my office, and he's sitting exactly where you are, Fred. I'm here. We got Dr. Neil Elitrosh and Les, and we basically said, you know, you don't have an ACL.
So you got to go. I mean, what would you do in this moment? Like, what's the liability and what's the injury concern? I mean, do you have a concern when someone doesn't even have the damn body part? Golly, that's tough. I never knew this story.
But you do, you know, what you've done, because it's like, he's like, I don't feel it. That's so weird, because he was so strong with the rehab program, with the muscles and the support that he's developed around that leg, whether it's his quad, you know, his hamstring and some of those different things that he's like, look, we're going till the wheels fall off. And he sat there and said that. And what is so crazy to me is that this guy made a commitment that, hey, I got an opportunity to be able to go be a part of something special, to have a tremendous influence on it. And one of my favorite parts about that is when we signed him, we were 7-1, and we ended up, you know, losing 3 in a row, none of which had anything to do with him. We also lost a great player in Robert Woods in that same sort of stretch. But he was a guy that just stayed so steady. You know, there was no kind of, you know, like that, to me, that moment in time when we went through a month without winning a game because we had a bye in between that. And whether it was him, Vaughn, the leaders that we've talked about, he stayed steady. But his charisma, his presence, his ability to have a good feel for, like, okay, you know what, we're a little tight. Let me you know, loosen everybody up right here. Let me go ahead and, before Sean walks in the team meeting room, do an impersonation of his ass and everybody's laughing about it, you know?
Yeah, he matured. Obviously, Odell, we've seen him almost grow up before our very eyes. We saw where that went overboard, and we now know stories like this where, that actually was contained, and that actually was very helpful and resourceful for the team. I mean, Odell, the Rams, when they were in the Super Bowl, man, Odell was ready. Oh, that's sad.
But then when it's time to lock in, this guy knew, like, he had a great emotional intelligence in terms of, like, just feeling the temperature of a situation. And, you know, obviously incredible athlete, but what I don't think people know is what a great dude he is. Yeah. How super smart and aware of everything he is.
Yep.
It's not by mistake that everybody's interested, because he's got a magnetism about himself that you can't help but like. And, you know, I've kept in touch with him. I can't wait to watch him shine in Baltimore, but he was a key factor. And really, we had an idea that, based on what we thought could have occurred going into that Super Bowl, that he was going to get some opportunities. And with the ops he had, he was 2 for 2 at that point. He was going to continue to be the guy that we were really calling the game through. And he knew that too. You know, he just had that look in his eye. But, you know, you talk about, like, I always feel like the people that shine the brightest when the stage are as big as possible, like it's,
Hey, and guess what, y'all? This is no edit. He just going. That's why I love this dude.
No moment is ever too big. He's the kind of guy that comes to mind. And I thought he played his best in those most important moments. Like, we talk about competitive greatness all the time. He's one of the epitomes of competitive greatness.
Hey, Sean McVay go get. Boy, people, this is why Sean McVay will always be a great coach. Because he cuts through when guys typically lose enthusiasm between the wins or the losses. No matter where you are, you're going to deal with wins and losses, right? Now, the key is keeping your enthusiasm. That means that inner joy, that vibrance that comes out of you to do the work. Because nothing retires you in the NFL except training camp and the work sessions, practice. That's what retires. Not the game. Game of football doesn't retire you. It's, damn it, what do I have to do to play the game of football? And training camp is hell to pay, even though it's easier than ever. And also, what I got to eat, how many weights, what time I got to get here, cold tub, hot tub, got to warm up to warm up to warm up to warm up. Got to get hit how many times? Like that. And Sean McVay is one of those coaches. You can do it a lot of different ways. You can do it like him, where he just keeps that pilot lit. Or you can do it like, Belichick was doing it, where he got your ass, he got you going the right direction. And if you go the wrong way, you're going to know you did. Whoosh. So it's a lot of ways to do it. A lot of ways to do it. All right, let's get into this little racial issue that's going on in the NBA. But before we do that, let's make sure we show some love to y'all. Y'all liking this video? Make sure you like this video. Yay! Subscribe to this channel. Yay! And also become a member. Yeah, dog. We talking that truth on this show. Bring me any story, we talk through it. I have this attribute where I don't want to be liked by anybody who doesn't like all of me. Which is weird because what is all of me? Whatever I present. If you don't like it, that's fine. I don't want you to agree with me and all that, but I don't want you liking I'm not going to get into a little narrow space for you. I've never been that way. So even when I grew up, I wasn't the most popular kid, even though everybody was talking about me because they were like, "Oh, that's motherfucker. He fast as hell. He good as hell in football." Like, I got all that fame love, but I was like, I hung with my sister. I hung with my boys, like my little crew, but I wasn't trying to get a big crew. I ain't want a big crew. Everybody was already on my jock. I'm 8 years old. Y'all buying me chili cheese Fritos because I have 5 touchdowns. Shut up, you little damn groupies. It's like, no, let's go play throw up tackle. I got Marcellus. Like, stop, calm down. I mean, really, I wasn't even cocky. I was actually going, no, chill. And it was a great thing. I'm glad because my daddy, I couldn't be cocky with my daddy. My mama would have let me be cocky because she like that. She like, shit, I'm kicking their ass, fuck them. my dad like, hey, boy, that ain't how you act. And that's why I'm like this. But you imagine? So I grew up like that. Like, no matter what's going on around me, I don't care. I'm approachable. I'm going to speak to you first. People are, you just went up to that kid and just said hello and start talking to his family? What am I supposed to do? Just sit here and be famous and fresh and popular? What the fuck you? I'm at a gym. The little boy look like he could ball. Hey, how old are you? 11. Oh, you touching net yet? Yeah. How you know? I know what 11 does. Come on, man. Let's go. That's what we doing. So I ain't grow up like that. So now these stories, I talk about them like they are. Balls are balls, strikes are strikes. And then every now and then you're going to see somebody. You see who you talking about. I call the ball. I call the strike. You mad? Oh, sure, it's going to be okay. Oh, these critics, boy. Woo, they crack me up. Oh, I'm just getting started. I'm on your head. You ain't going to be making these kids think you fresh with your no-playing ass. No face. Watch this. Face. No face, no face. Okay, we're going to start this again. These are the things that get me caught up. Them damn songs. All right. Oh, that's the wrong one. I don't want, nope, I want to mute. All right. So this is an old lady. You can tell by her hands. They always say you can look at a lady's hands and be like, ooh, don't be try. I don't care how your face look, Catwoman. Oh, cutie. Okay, she fine. Ooh, look at that. What they call them, cougars and all that, whatever. Who cares? I don't care. Like, I just know I could tell how old you are by your hands. Like, I could guess everyone's weight within like 3 pounds. I always been able to do that. Girl walk up to me, she be like, how much you think I weigh? I'm like, 148. How you know? I'm 147. I'm like, because you asked. Dang it. I know. Look at that. This is 61. Let me stop. But this ain't why you looking. We ain't looking for your hands, lady. Keep going. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A lot of crazy Hispanic fans. All Hispanic. How can they afford, lady? Uh-oh. You about to get caught up. Damn, she got that big 61-year-old lady font too. And she ain't drunk, or at least that's her. She only got half of that beer gone. Oh, blah, blah, blah. See, people always say, Marcellus, you don't ever talk about race and give it credence. No, you misinterpret me. One, I'm never going to squint for racism because I know most people are not racist. I know everybody knows race, and most people are not racist. So stop with that. Stop. That's like saying everybody in Compton was gangbangers. You stupid. Everywhere you go where they got a stereotype, if you walk around saying most are doing that, you dumb. You think most Colombians are drug dealers? Like, you stupid. Like, everybody got their thing. You think most white people are rich? No. So stop it. You stupid. Okay, so now I got you understanding how you are. We're going to talk about this situation. I talk about race in specific terms because I think it's isolated incidents that need to be talked about. Now, there may be a lot of them because it's a lot of people, but doesn't mean it's a majority of people. God, I hope you all went to those schools and learned the difference. So right here, we got a lady, and let's not talk like on them other shows. Y'all be like, on your best behavior. Shut up. Be real. She went to a game, and she in San Antonio. Is she in San Antonio? Oh, yeah, she in San Antonio. First of all, you by the border, lady. I've been in San Antonio. I dated a Mexican lady who lived outside of San Antonio, and we landed in San Antonio. So I know what you're talking about. Ain't the Alamo down there? So come on. It's real. Okay, let's keep talking. So she at the Alamo Spurs game, and there are Hispanics there. Now, you go to a game, you're going to see all types of behavior, right? You're going to see courtside behavior. What is that usually? Stunting, on their phone, or trying to mess with the players, right? You get in that little section right there, that little 100 section, they so close, but they so far. So this is like the most reserved section because you ain't in a position to be yelling and acting like, oh, I'm the dude, because you're not, your feet ain't on the floor, as they say, foot on floor. Courtside for real, but you in the hundreds. You're in row 3. It's good, but then them seats are tight. It's weird because this is where they make their money. They charge a lot because you're so close, but they also try to pack them in like sardines because that's where the money at. Okay? Then you get into these like little club levels, little VIP levels and stuff, right? The cabanas usually around here before you get to the suites and stuff. And this lady has encountered probably the best and worst of both worlds. This section is a little more entitled, generally, than what's behind her. But where you sitting, you got to deal with both. You on the border, pun intended. So let's go. We all been to games like this. Come on now. We all sat everywhere. Let's go. So she is dealing with, and this is what's so ignorant about it. She's dealing with white people in front of her and behind her. Black people, I don't know about black people. Let me stop. I've been to San Antonio. It's kind of, where y'all at? Nah, just kidding. Black people, other than the Duncan family, other than the Robinson family, in front of you, behind you. Oh, I got to let this keep going. I got to show the racist part. Ain't no need to have this frozen on this. Have this frozen on the racial. Yeah, lady. She almost fooled you. She almost looked under 60 with that part of her finger. So here we go. She done dealt with all races, at least the major ones, right? I don't know how many Asians out there, but they there. And she has decided, once again, to dig into that big old pound of sand that we talked about earlier in the show and find the 1, 2, 4, 8, maybe Hispanic people that are acting crazy. Now, what does crazy mean? Crazy can be loud, super fan. Crazy can be good. Like this dude dressed up like a Spur. And all he do is yell Spurs and Wemby stuff. But then she wasn't done. And I don't know what kind of text system she got where this is in the middle. But anyway, old people do things differently. All Hispanic. Oh, so she's saying they deep. Well, not all, because I just saw your husband or that man, you cheating. And then your friend, your homegirl, Gernestine. And then look at that guy. He ain't Hispanic. Look at that guy. That ain't a Hispanic hairline. So it's not all Hispanic. This is why I don't go down the tunnel of race too often, because it's an ignorant ass street met with a dumb ass intersection and a foolish ass avenue. It's stupid. It's so uninforming, if that's a word. A lot of crazy Hispanic fans. All Hispanic. How can they afford? People like this can't be helped. Shouldn't be helped. I ain't helping you, old lady. But let me be real. Y'all think this is AI? I don't know. But the point of it is, we do know we got to connect. We do know that we all have to have community. And people are still out there lumping. This is why I don't do groupthink. I'm not a part of any groups. You know, I don't believe in power to the people. I don't. I believe in power to the person. And go get it. Go get your power. Why I don't believe in power to the people and all that? I don't believe any group of anything deserves anything. Think about it. Let me break me down. First thing you think is I'm a boy, right? I was a man, you know, when I was born, I was a boy. I'm a man. Men don't deserve everything. Shit, no. Even God knew that. He was like, nah, I ain't letting them fools have no babies. I'm going to draw them up with a pole. I'm going to let these ladies have the babies. Right? You imagine if men were in charge of life for 10 months, there will be so many stillbirths. No babies will be born. In 10 months, you know what I'm eating? First of all, the baby got a bad diet. Second of all, in 10 months, do you know what I'm doing with my belly? I'm jumping on stuff. I'm playing flag football. I'm doing the most. I ain't having no baby. I ain't equipped, God. So men don't deserve everything. Well, I'm a black man. Black people don't deserve everything. You know that. That's too easy. No race does. Okay. I'm big, 6'4". 6'4" dudes, all 6'4" dudes stand up. That's why I enjoy a frat. I was like, what am I gonna do with you? Why you don't have no membership and a friendship? I ain't paying you no dues. 6'4" dudes, we together. What about 280 cats? Where the 280s at? Where the 280s at? So y'all miss me with groupthink, dog. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I think for myself. I am a man. If I go like this, hi, how you doing? Guess who just did that? A man. You like, oh, you acting like a man. If I'm big and I can't dunk, guess who can't dunk? A big dude. Y'all gotta start thinking like that. I'm being real. Instead of letting them box you in, you got to do this or else. Making you feel all bad. You like that dude at the flag football game. He over there crying because he ain't make it pro in the NFL. Boo, you are the top MVP in flag. And you about to go to the Olympics. Shut it. Crying over that. I made him, I showed him I'm good. No, you didn't. Show us how bad you felt about yourself, which you shouldn't have. All right, let's get into this. This is Kawhi. I want y'all to hear this as I beat it up in the comments. Oh, y'all loving this. Y'all love me on my rants? I love you too. It's loving you too. Who's the top five? Oh, top five change. George, Brooklyn Shogun is in fourth. Mars Madness fell off. He don't like me no more. He don't like my rant. Chris Fox, came out of nowhere. And Fry Bryce is number one. Make sure you like this video, subscribe. Like the video right now. I ain't gonna say another word till you like it. Subscribe to this channel and become a member. All right, let's see what Kawhi talking about right here.
You've mentioned a lot trying to get better individually and using in-game reps to do that. How important has that mindset been to the season that you've had this year, career high in scoring and a lot of other metrics?
It's been a mindset I have over years of how I've gotten better, not shying away, from moments. And, I had great coaches in the past and in the present that allow me to, make mistakes in the game.
Y'all hear that? He has great coaches that give him the bandwidth, that give him the latitude to allow him to make mistakes. He got to allow him to be in the lab. People always think you're in the lab only in practice. No, that's part of the lab. That's part of the kitchen. But not only in practice, in the game, you got to be in the lab. You doing all that stuff in practice? Come on, it's the game. Do it.
For me, the tide will turn. Either I'm gonna get better at it or find different ways to try to execute what I'm trying to do. So, just over the whole of my whole career, it's been get shots up in the game because you can't get really better waiting on the next game or at practice. It is good to get up hundreds of shots, but what's the use of it if you're not going to shoot it in the game? So I don't like wasting time.
Talk your talk, big dog. Blah, blah, blah. He basically like, what's the point? And this is why I see a lot of kids fall into this trap, and a lot of parents, all of us, we all supporting this. Oh, man, get all this training, all this practice, all this. And then in the game, you seeing 1/10 of that. Nah, you got to work through that. Now, you got to have the situation and the setup and the circumstances and the coaching to allow you to do that. But you got to force that. Because if you can't go out there and miss a shot, oh, you ain't going to be much of anything. It's always about the next make, not the last miss. Right? Wiley over here coaching y'all, man. Come on. I love that he said, dog, I get 1,000 shots up and 100 shots up in practice. Who cares? That ain't the game. That ain't it. So let's break it down for real what it is. Okay. Peep this. What is this? This is the best take I've ever heard. Reggie Miller broke it down in an interview with Dan Patrick. He says this: best of the three is Michael Jordan. Kobe Bryant was MJ on steroids. He took the Masters fundamentals. If we're talking careers, it's LeBron James. But stack for stack, MJ, Kobe, then LeBron. Peak versus skill versus longevity. 3 different ways to define greatness. And somehow all 3 names still end up at the top. Yo, I couldn't say it any better. I love this. I love this. Because being real, it's still not my top 3. I don't have Kobe in 3rd or 2nd, but I know what everyone else is seeing, so I agree. I'm not going to say he's not. I'm just saying he ain't for me. Jordan, and this is just different, dog. And I hate when you be like, oh, I'm going to take away from LeBron so I could give to Jordan. No, give to Jordan. You can't take away from Jordan. That cultural greatness is insane. You can't take away the basketball, just action and acumen of Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was insane. But you can't do that to LeBron either. Have y'all watched LeBron, Cleveland, and Heatles? Even back to Cleveland. Did y'all? Oh, God. It was like a locomotive. It's like, what is this dude doing? Insane. So I know what y'all trying to do, but y'all ain't going to do it on my watch. Not my watch.
I'd even extend that to what's happening on the court in the sense that, like, can you imagine if Michael Jordan's 2 Washington Wizards years took place during Twitter, and every time he took a defensive possession off, every time he got back cut, every time he didn't box out, like that's the crazy part is LeBron has had his entire age 38, 39, 40, 41 seasons be microanalyzed on a possession-to-possession basis through clips on Twitter.
Yo. Any questions? Any questions, y'all? This man is under the microscope, and y'all still don't see all them flaws and issues that y'all trying to hype up.
And it's like, the reality is we're seeing something completely unprecedented for a guy his age. But because it's being microanalyzed in many ways, it's like, oh, here are all the ways that LeBron's dropping the ball. Here are all the ways that LeBron is not coming through for his team. And I almost feel bad for him in that sense because I can only imagine if I microanalyzed every possession of Michael's Wizards tenure, how ugly it would have been at times.
I like how he talks. He talks like he's almost about to laugh as he talks it through it. It's really good, but he broke that down. Like, we're not even comparing apples to apples in terms of media coverage, in terms of our reflection of what they really were. We can't reflect back in Jordan's career fully and say it's the same as LeBron's or Kobe's. Different coverage. Everything. Their media coverage is literally telling you a completely different message of Michael Jordan than it is of LeBron James. And since LeBron came after it, it's like on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when you got a new Aunt Viv. You don't like her, even if she could be a better actress. That ain't the old Aunt Viv. It happened on the Jeffersons when they changed the Lionels. I like the old Lionel. Come on, man. Y'all know LeBron didn't have no chance.
Well, I've always said there's one 30 for 30. There's one great sports documentary left, and it's Michael Jordan with the Wizards. His teammates hated him. The coaches hated him. Everybody's they'll do Andre the Giant. They'll do 30 for 30s on international soccer stars. I watched him play twice live with the Wizards. And the body language of his teammates, everybody hated him. And yeah, I also think
Man, imagine that. You want to see that documentary? You know why it's funny? It's like how Chris Paul got treated this year. Everybody talking about Chris Paul now. Can we see that, Doc? See, look, I'm going to give LeBron a lighthearted one, and then we're going to get into this track and field. Y'all know I love me some track and field. We got to get into our track and field. Watch Usain Bolt go get it. It's crazy, but let's give LeBron a little love.
And then this is probably my biggest highlight.
This is the one.
By the way, I didn't know it. By the way, just letting you know, I have no ideas what clips that we're going to show on the episode until he actually brings them out.
There's some great facial expressions.
Oh,
here.
for sure.
First, let's start with Bron.
Can we start? Well, let's just start with why is Bron even in the game right now? It's over.
I must have needed 1 rebound and 1 assist. That had to be it. I think I got 19,000, 1 rebound, 1 assist.
Coach Bron is.
Did LeBron just admit, he like, I'm in there getting them stats, boy. You know I'm in there. 1 rebound, 1 assist. I got to get that trip.
Giving it his John Wooden right here.
Yep.
Telling you what to do.
At first he was like, okay, yeah. And then whatever I said, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, no, I know what he's thinking now. He just told us. He's going, why the fuck is he in the game talking about this shit right now? What are we doing? You sit your ass down.
Funny.
We got the job done.
For sure.
And you're still coaching.
Sure.
That's funny.
Still coaching.
I remember he posted that after the game, and my followers went from like 60,000
I'm
to
sorry.
7 million.
I'm sorry, man. Your phone died fast as hell,
we were in Philly. I was out to eat with Reg, and I picked up my phone, and I just set it back down. I was like, I don't even know what's going on.
God damn it, my bad.
That's funny. Blah, blah, blah. That's funny. Damn, LeBron got that much power. Like, think about it. Like, LeBron be like, all right, I'm going to tag you at Friday. Let me see. LeBron going to tag at Brooklyn Shogun and watch what happened to Brooklyn Shogun, who's #1 right now. Or Francisco Aguilera, my guy. You imagine that? That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. I got to get into this track and field, man. Forget all the rest of this stuff. I got to break this down. Oh, some good boxing stuff, too. Oh, no, we got to do this Canelo first. We got to do this Canelo. I didn't know this. Did y'all know this story about Canelo? This shit crazy. Nope, no sound. We ain't doing that. Nope. I want y'all to read this with me. I had no idea. 5 days before one of the biggest fights of his career, Canelo Alvarez got the kind of phone call that stops everything. His brother had been kidnapped in Mexico. Ooh, I know that San Antonio Spurs fan says, see, I told you. The $365 million DAZN deal was signed. Madison Square Garden was booked. The world was watching. None of that mattered. For 72 hours, 3 days, y'all, Canelo sat in silence negotiating with cartel members. What? Through a middleman while the rest of the world saw a fighter preparing for a bout. See, we never know the battles these cats are dealing with, man. Sometimes it's traffic. Sometimes it's your mama. Sometimes it's your wife. Sometimes it's the kids. Sometimes it's the fucking cartel. No police, no team, no one who could actually help. Just a man doing the most terrifying thing a person can do. Waiting, negotiating, and holding himself together while his brother's life hung in the balance. His brother was freed. On December 15, 2018, Canelo walked into Madison Square Garden and stopped Rocky Fielding. Crowd saw a dominant performance. They had no idea what the week behind it had looked like. Most fighters prepare for a fight. Canelo survived one before the bell even rang. We post educational stories daily. Wow. Wonder how much he had to pay. That's what I want to know. God dang. Woo, you can have all of it if it's about my family, but at the same time, God dang. Man, I earned this. A lot of punches, a lot of hits. You really gonna do that? Okay, so I want to show y'all this story right quick. Y'all know this is my favorite sport, so I'm about to cut this. This might take an hour. I'm about to go into this. I know me some track and field. Everybody see Usain Bolt retire. Everybody saw him doing all this. Everybody saw him winning the Olympics and all that. Y'all ain't see how it really started. And I ain't going all the way back. I'm talking about like as a professional. Peep this.
This is Bolt, his very first Olympics. He's biting a cross saying one last prayer. But at just 18, Bolt didn't get the blessing he was looking for. He finished 5th in his heat and was...
Y'all see that? 5th in the heat in the back.
...was knocked out before the finals. The following year at the Helsinki World Championships, 19-year-old Bolt came back swinging. He made it to the final, but pulled a muscle right before the finish line and had to drop out.
Did y'all see how he was striding right then? He wasn't strong enough. He's still young, though, but he wasn't strong enough. You could see it.
Fast forward to the 2006 Super Grand Prix in Lausanne. Bolt, now 20, put up a solid performance, and walked away with a bronze. A year later at the Osaka World Championships, 21-year-old Bolt hit the world stage for the 4th time. He was jacked, confident, and when he saw American star Tyson Gay,
who was a dude,
the king of the relaxed run, Bolt just pointed at him like, "You're beneath me." The gun goes off. Bolt explodes out of the blocks and grabs the lead right out of the curve. But down the straightaway, Gay unleashes that signature finishing kick and takes over. Bolt gives everything he's got trying to close the gap, but it just isn't enough. He ends up with silver.
You can see, like, he turned into a different animal. He just had to get stronger. Because he got, I mean, one, he's 6'5", right? And his stride length, and to get that to turn over properly, you got to be strong, man. I mean, that's why horses got that big-ass booty. Like them little old skinny legs. That big old horse got an ass. Like he had to get some more booty.
Still no gold.
Pause.
Meanwhile, one name was echoing all over the world. Liu Xiang, Olympic champ, world record holder. He'd done it all in the 110-meter hurdles and become the biggest name in track and field. 4 major championships, 4 times leaving without gold. Bolt was done with it. He looked his coach dead in the eye and said, "I'm not losing anymore." And just like that, the transformation began. He trained harder than ever, pushing himself to the point of throwing up, not a single complaint. Day after day, that grind was quietly building one of the greatest legends the world had ever seen. 2008, the Beijing Olympics. The whole world was watching.
We gonna make y'all watch again tomorrow. Part 2. I am not a nice guy, right? That is not it. We winding down this show right now, so I want to make sure we get into all the elements we can before we go. I thought this was interesting. Let's change it up on the ladies. We're giving them all that love with their new WNBA deal, but let's also, the ladies, you know, sometimes they do things like this. Y'all see this video right here of this lady? Yeah, the Bachelorette. You know, I think everybody look like an animal, a little koala looking, cute koala. Like you find her somewhere, like I don't know, Austria or something. Like, but this ain't cute.
This is called physical abuse. Yeah.
What's crazy is this is real. And what's crazier is she letting, if you're going to whoop my ass, take my phone first. Like you take my phone. Then you can do what you do. Or whoop my ass and then take the phone, but neither.
Yeah. See, Taylor, this is all you do. It's the only thing you know how to do. Holy shit. I don't give a f. Let me go. Stop.
Oh, I can't watch this. I can't watch this. Lady, come on now. I hate when people do stuff when they think there's no consequence. Oh, my God.
Dude, leave me alone.
Oh, my. She's throwing your daughter.
Your daughter is right here.
What?
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my. You are...
Didn't see that video before I just saw it. Oh, my. How does that relate to sports? Well, you know, I work with somebody who was on that show or those shows.
I'm disgusted. Shame on the Bachelor franchise and shame on the executives. You can grant somebody grace and forgiveness without granting them a platform. You can grant somebody forgiveness. We're all in need of it. Hi, I am in need of forgiveness in my life too. But you don't have to grant somebody a platform. Here's my thought process is this. You knew this video existed.
Now, did they? I know he knows the answer, but did they?
You knew it existed. Same exact situation as the Ray Rice incident. When Ray Rice got 2 games, but then when the whole world saw it, Ray Rice got suspended indefinitely. You knew this video existed, but we are such gluttons for ratings that we overlooked the existence of this video, and you tried to platform her anyway. And my thing is this.
You didn't explain that, or you didn't give us the evidence, or maybe you just don't want to. But how do you know they knew that it existed? How do you know they weren't caught off guard? I mean, anybody beat up in the comments? Tell me more. I don't know. I just don't know how they knew. I ain't know. I mean, why would they even want to risk it? Oh, we got to have the little koala. You know what I mean? Like shit. I mean, you know what I mean? Women want to do that job. Why her?
I'm not going to call the Bachelor franchise courageous for canceling this season, because I'm not going to applaud a fish for swimming. You did what you had to do. You weren't courageous for it. You just got called out by the public. That's what the heck happened. It's utterly embarrassing, and I'm also glad because there's such a stigma around domestic violence only being one way, only being the man exerting domestic violence towards a woman. But like you saw clear as day on camera, her aggression, clear as day on camera, her seeing red, clear as day on camera, her complete lack for her surroundings, including the young life that was in the room. I'm disgusted by everything, including how the franchise handled it.
Yeah, that's tough. When I hear a baby cry in any of these situations, sometimes I watch those videos. My algorithm is rigged, and I did the rigging. I told you guys I'm fascinated with death, like the moment someone dies, and there's all these sites and videos that shows the moment somebody gets shot and then they're gone, you know, they go to the sky. Sometimes it's a baby there, and these people don't care. Oh, it just makes me cry. But this one is still interesting. I don't know what they knew before. Y'all beat up in the comments. Let me know what you think. At the same time, I'm with Acho. I think it's necessary to show when people, their groupthink is incorrect, you know, because the groupthink, let's start calling it that. The groupthink, you know, is basically the stereotype out loud. The groupthink is men always hitting the women. I told you the time when I got beat up by my friend. I'm trying to keep it vague so she don't go to jail. 11 times. Wow. I mean, she was trying to knuckle up. I was like, girl, I just let practice. That ain't gonna hurt. You got to catch me on the off day. But I ain't filming. I ain't think to try and do all that. But I've been there. I know what you're talking about, bro. I know what you're talking about. All right, y'all. Well, how we gonna get out of here? We got to smile. We can't let them win, can we? We can't let them win. That is so sad. I gotta go home. I gotta go somewhere and cry. Love for you guys. Make sure you hit the like button right now. Right now. Like button. Subscribe and become a member. Love you guys. We do it again tomorrow. Peace.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the birds. Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation.